Hello friends, I am Mr. Zed. Today I wanted to talk to you about Yaradiel's Crown, which is my new project, what you can see right now on the screen. And it is what I've been working on for the last 2 months almost. Ever since I have issues with the former programmer and I had to start this project in early June. So I've been working a lot, and the project is still very early, very alpha. There is a lot of things to do. Half of the stuff it's not working, it's just visuals. But I expect to be able to have a decent demo for September. So what's the game about? It's an RPG, which consists on two basic parts. On one, you can walk around on third person and interact with the environment, run, jump, roll, explore, talk with people, and all those stuff. And when you enter a combat, you will fight on ATB system, similar to the old Final Fantasies. ATB is active turn battle, which is basically a turn-based combat, but characters do not act like player turn and then enemy turn on a constant basis. Instead, each character has their own turn meter, and once it's filled, each character takes their own turn. I figured most games with ATB are team-based, like most old Final Fantasy games and some similar to games where there's usually 3 versus 3 or the hero team is 4, very symmetrical in general, or asymmetrical in favor of the players, where the player team has 3 or 4 heroes and the enemies are 1 or 2. Well, for this game I wanted to do something different. I wanted to try what if the game is asymmetrical against the player. So you will only play as your character, which in this case you can see this is Richa. It's gonna be the main character that I'm gonna use for spoilers, promotions, and all that sort of stuff. But you guys and girls can create your own character, make it a male or female, have any kind of skin tone, body proportions, small or less muscular. That's all, however you want to create your character. So what I want to do for this game is having asymmetrical combat, where the player will be alone against up to 5 enemies at the same time, but the player will be stronger than most enemies, except of course elite enemies and bosses, where fights will be evenly matched. So I wanted to try this concept and see how it goes. To me, it looks fun. I will show you some combat, but right now I haven't added animations, so it just looks like T-pose characters just moving to one another and some numbers appearing, and that's pretty much it. But I've been working a lot on the traveling, the camera. You can zoom in, zoom out, and this place, which I've been walking around, will be the player's house, the base of operations, and you have a library, a blacksmith, and several shops, and a place to rest and customize and change all your clothing. And as you can see, this is very early. It's very unfinished and feels empty because there is no other NPCs yet. There's still a lot to do. But I wanted to talk a bit about the game and announce it. Well, this game is called Yaradiel's Crown, and Yaradiel is the goddess of love, magic, lust, and secrets. and somewhere within this aisle it lies her crown, which is said to have to grant a lot of power to whoever is wearing it. So everyone's here is crazy looking for the crown. And that's gonna be a major point in the game. And I really can't tell much more right now, just in case. But as you can see, it is a mix between modern fantasy and some sci-fi elements. Not much sci-fi, but more on the fantasy side. There will be duels with swords and magic. The player will be able to learn magic, use magic, or just focus on using their fists or weapons. And here I want to show you one of the things that I already made is the menu. You can equip different weapons. You can see right now I have a short sword, which is kind of the basic weapon starter, nothing too fancy but reliable. And you can equip a lot of combinations, such as a sword and a shield, or even an obisashi, or what is it? Or great swords, and there will be a lot of weapons to equip. There will be a lot of progression, and each weapon will have their own attacks. Right now, they are just empty, they just show stuff, but in the future this will work. I've been working on the menus. You can see that this here displays all of the attributes for the character, and as soon as this change, you can see here and a small description of what every attribute does. Also the equipment and the inventory, where you can see items that you have, as well as consumables like potions, scrolls for casting spells. And here's where most of the progression will happen. As you level up, you will be able to learn new talents, 1 talent point per level, and you will level up and you can put talents on whatever you fancy. As you can see, all of this is placeholder, but in the future you will be able to specialize in weapons, on magic. Maybe you want to use fire magic or lightning magic, or you want to fight with a two-handed axe like a barbarian, or like a knight with sword and shield, or even not use weapons and fight like a dragon monk, or maybe use magic to bolster your attributes and fight unarmed. You will be able to do any of those things by learning attributes and then combining with your attacks and abilities. The game will also feature other content as all my previous games, and you will also have a talent tree for all the adult content, which I haven't done yet, but it will be similar. You will also be able to use bondage, both in favor and against you. Your enemies will also be able to do that. And you will have a lot of quests to do, a lot of content. And here you can see a map of the island. It may change in the future, but right now you start here at the center, and as you progress you will be able to explore all of the island. And that's pretty much what I have to show today. It's still very early. It's not really playable, but I just want to talk a bit about it, and I don't know, tell me what you think. And I hope you're hyped as I am, because I think this is gonna be a very cool game. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you soon. Bye.